drum keys. Violence pulling me down.
So I wasn't sure if I was going to film this recipe, but I'm gonna just show you guys what I put on it. So these are some beef rib backs. So I got this from Walmart. It was about 8 something. It's a pretty good size. So what I had did was added some paprika, and I added some complete seasoning, one of my favorites, and I added some of the chicken flavor, and also added some black pepper and added some parsley flakes. So guys, what I am about to do is also add some garlic. I'm just going to add a little bit of the powder, and then I am going to go in with the okay guys, so I'm going to just add and we're going to mix this all up later. So I added about like 2 on each. You could say spoonfuls, but I used a fork. Whatever I can grab. Okay guys, and I am also going to use some Cajun seasoning. You guys, my house gets hot sometimes, so and we're in a country, so sometimes the seasoning starts to stick together. Okay, and also I am going to be using some of this seasoning. I haven't seen this in so long, you guys. Look. Look at the little lady. My mom used to use this back in the day, so I'm gonna use a little bit of that on the top. So what I did with the chicken flavor seasoning, I just throw it on the sides of it because I don't like to stack up too much seasonings on it. And we're going to add water in this as well. So okay, so what else I'm going to do is some peppers. I really wanted to add in a green pepper, but I don't think I have a green pepper. Yeah, so I'm going to add some red and yellow because I don't have the green, and actually I don't want it to be too sweet, so I'm only going to use because sometimes I forget that these peppers are sweet. If you want it sweet, you can go ahead and add those, but I'm just going to add the red pepper because I don't have a green pepper. So if you guys have a green and a red pepper, I prefer you to use that. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna wash that stuff off. I usually leave this, like this part, for my bedded dragons because I give them greens. So I take that part off. I'm just adding some more parsley flakes. And I'm cutting up the red pepper. Guys, I'm adding some chopped chives. I end up spilling it. But yeah. Okay guys, so I'm gonna add in some pepper. I'm actually going to cut up a little bit more of the cabbage. So I am adding some paprika on the cabbage, and I'm going to put the rest of the peppers, and we're going to mix this all up, you guys. But first, a little secret when you are baking. So we're going to pour some oil. And just make sure that you just put it all over everything that you just seasoned and on this stick. And if you guys are going to use oil, it's better if you use olive oil or like anything that's heart healthy. So we're just mixing it all up. And I am going to add some Szechuan on this as well. mixed up before we add the water, because we don't want the water to take off the seasoning. Just mix it all up, and it smells so good. Y'all don't play with me in this kitchen, boy. Okay, and if you guys got some onions, which I don't, make sure you cut up an onion, like a whole white or sweet onion, and yeah, chop it up and put it on the sides as well. Even if you want to throw it on the top, that's fine. Okay guys, so what I did was added 2 packs of Szechuan, just like 2 small packs of Szechuan, and sprinkled it all around. And just make sure that you get it all up in there. Okay, and if you guys have time to let it prep for like an hour, you can put it in your refrigerator and let it sit. But baby, this is about to be so bomb, and I am about to cook now. So okay guys, so this is what it is looking like so far. My beef ribs, so we're gonna pop them in the oven. You can cover it if you guys want to for about 20 minutes and then take it off and let it sit. This is most likely going to be approximately about 2 hours or more. It's optional for you guys. It's all about the way that you want it. If you want it tender, nice, juicy, you can cover it. And if you want it to be soft and falling off the bone, you know, leave it in there a little bit longer. But yeah. So before we put it in the oven, we're going to add just a little bit of water. I'm using some bottled water because it was just right in my face and convenient. So yeah. Alright, so we're just going to add about that much for now, and then we can go ahead and add more later, because once the meat starts to cook and it's, you know, the juice is going to come out eventually, so we want to make sure it's not going to overflow depending on what type of pan you guys are using. So yeah, let's get this in the oven for about half an hour, and then we'll let back. Make sure you guys come back and stir this and, you know, kind of like flip. We're coming to check on it. Once your cabbage starts to get soft, you guys, you're gonna want to take it out because you don't want it to get like too soft. And you can leave the peppers in there because yeah, the ribs are going to take extra long, and I just wanted it to have the flavor. Alright guys, so I went ahead and took out the cabbage, and everything is done for a reason, a certain way. And yeah, so the ribs are there. We're going to be juicing it and adding a little bit more water. But yes, the cabbage is crazy flavorful. Yeah guys, make sure you are juicing it every 10 to 15 minutes at least. It smells so good in here. So I'm gonna let this cook down, and then I'm gonna add my cabbage back in here once the ribs are almost done. You guys gonna see a big difference once it is finished. Okay. Okay guys, so now we're gonna go ahead with our sauce making. So here is some soy sauce. We're gonna add some honey, depending on how much of the ribs you're gonna make and how much honey you like. This is why I didn't want to add too much of the sweet peppers. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of my honey. so you guys can see exactly how much I am adding in here. So I don't want mine too sweet, so yeah, time to let that go. So we're gonna go ahead and add some of the sauce. It is coming out so slow. Come on. Okay guys, that should be good enough. I don't want to use up the whole bottle. This is my second time using this bottle right here, so I still got a lot left in this bottle. I remember, you guys, I used to use a whole bottle on everything. Alright, so now you guys, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave just so the honey can not stick to the bottom so much. Guys, so now we're gonna add some basil. I prefer everything to be fresh, but yeah, your girl like to be quick and easy. So here I'm adding a little bit of Italian seasoning, not too much of that, but you can never have enough basil. We're gonna mix it up because the honey is still kind of thick, as you guys can see at the bottom. Just make sure you whip it up very, very good. And you guys can do this on top of the stove because it's much better. It gets thick and bubbly, but I am going to do it this way for now. I usually make my sauce on top of the stove. That way, you know, all of this will get super thick. So now we are going to add our sauce. Okay, so we're gonna pop it back in the oven. Okay guys, so as you guys can see how good and delicious it's looking. Bam. So what I'm gonna do now, you guys, my phone is getting super hot. So I'm just gonna cover it down on this part so it doesn't get too burnt. Since the honey is in there, I'm gonna just add a little bit of water on the side. So yeah, just so it doesn't burn with the honey too much. I don't want that burnt smell in here. So we'll be back. Guys, the moment you have all been waiting for. Look at that, y'all. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So freaking good. Like, look at all the juice, the flavor. You can just taste the flavor, baby. Look at the cabbage, y'all. Don't forget the cabbage. Looks so freaking good. Your girl just be doing it up in the kitchen. Okay. So alright, you guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys like this cooking recipe. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share this video with each and every person that you know. Share it with your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your grandma, or whoever. And we'll see you guys in the next video.